Control Leech Knight is actually super strong even in top legend right now, so if you want to be hitting easy legend, this actually might be a very good deck to be abusing right now. It doesn't have too much stats just yet, just because it's kinda very easy to slap or remove 1 or 2 cards here and there, but I can tell you the deck felt really strong, and pros in top legend are also using a lot of this, so it's probably gonna be a lot more popular from Diamond to Legend too. I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans. I don't think we're gonna have matchups for it, however, but still, you are gonna know what to do with as well as what to expect against this deck. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, you know what to do. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's what the deck consists of. Nothing too special about it. You're gonna notice we actually do not have Kill Jaden in here, and honestly you could just slap him in for any other card instead, but Kill Jaden is a little bit on the slow side, and a lot of the times you are gonna get baited into playing him when you really shouldn't. But if you feel like you want to go the Kill Jaden route, I'd say it's not that bad an idea. What we do have for some infinity value would be the Headless Horseman, which is gonna give you a lot of extra stuff to discover, and we're also running the Leech package, which can be pretty good, and we obviously also have Elise, which is kind of a staple nowadays. What we also have is a couple of tech cards like Demolition Renovator, as well as the Black Knight, and I gotta say Demolition Renovator is absolutely amazing against other Elise decks, as well as spell damage druids, because those are pretty popular in the top ranks. The Leech package is also pretty amazing, giving you a lot of extra health, with Hideous Husk, with Sanguine Infestation, and with the Infested Breath, and comboed off with the location, a lot of the times you're actually gonna be going for get a copy plus give your minions +2 attack this turn, and that can be super good, because a lot of the times you're actually gonna find yourself with a decently wide board. Going for the 5 mana location is actually not a bad idea with this one, but in certain cases you could be going for 1, or heck, you could be even going for 10s if you feel like it's gonna be a value match, and getting yourself a discounted spell out of Elise can also be pretty busted. Other than that, we have Morbid Swarms in here, pretty nice inclusion. We are a double blood 1 unholy deck after all, so why wouldn't we run this broken 1 mana card? Scarab Keychain gives you something to do on turn 1 as well as on turn 2. Dreadhound Handler gives you a lot of corpses and some early game removability. Infested Breath, super good control early game, as well as a nice little suck damage after you have the Hideous Husk on. Demolition Renovator, like I said, mainly for Elise locations, for druids, that kind of stuff. And don't always use it as soon as the opponent plays a location. Let them feel like they have the location for a turn or few. That might actually make them play weird. So if you have something better than Demolition instantly, maybe hold that bullet in the chamber for a while. The Reluctant Wrangler is also pretty awesome actually, because it gives you again tons of corpses as well as a good amount of removal, and it's a super sticky minion. Comboed off with the Elise +2 damage location, this guy can be a lot of extra damage for you that way, and all around it's just not a bad minion to begin with. The Sanguine Infestation gives you a couple of leeches as well as a good amount of card draw, so can't go wrong with that. The Black Knight can go through big taunts like mainly against warriors, I'd assume. Being able to clear off the stupid Tortilla instantly with this bad boy can be insane. It can work amazing against buff hunters, against Ziliaxes, and anything in between, so that can be huge, and it does have the tradable now on it, so really not that bad having it in the deck. Couple of Ancients of Yore are also in here, pretty busted stuff. Corpse Explosion is also pretty busted obviously, and it's one of your few actual hard removals in the deck. Aside from this and Stasis Expanse, you don't really have all that much. The Airlock Breach gives you a lot of extra health, as well as a couple of big-ass taunts, could be pretty busted. Bob the Bartender, mainly used for freeze, but again, you could be using it for getting yourself a couple of copies of minions from your deck. That can be pretty nice. Exarch of Maladar, usually you could be dropping this guy on turn 6 and even drop yourself something like Ysera instantly, and that is gonna give you 3 extra mana to work with, which could be pretty huge. And just make sure you have enough corpses, but with a deck like this, it's actually kinda hard not to have a lot of corpses. The Hideous Husk, even though it is nerfed nowadays and it only sucks 1 extra, it's still pretty busted. And a lot of opponents do not respect your leeches fast enough, so you could be getting a few extra. The Headless Horseman is pretty awesome still. Destroying the biggest minion on the board as well as giving you a different hero power can be nice, and also finding your head in a timely fashion can be pretty good. Marin the Manager, pretty nice for some extra heavy value matchups. Getting yourself a couple of legendaries on the board can be huge. Drawing cards with a discount, still pretty strong. And also filling your hand with cards and then swapping them out with the Monkey for some random legendary nonsense can also be a game-winning play. Shella is still pretty decent in the deck, a little bit clunky for the deck because a lot of the time you're gonna find yourself with a very big hand, but it's still pretty strong. Ysera allows you to do a lot of extra stuff, so it's not a bad thing to be having in the deck for sure. Getting yourself that extra mana later on can definitely be beneficial. Aziliax is the twin plus perfect module, so you are not gonna have problem healing a lot, and also tempoing this guy could be pretty good. And last but not least, we have the Ceaseless Expanse, which still pretty strong, still drops relatively quick, and still allows you to do something else on that turn. Like I said, we don't really have matchups, and we barely have enough stats to see something about the mulligans too, but still we are gonna be able to acknowledge that you're just trying to curve off. Like, it's really not rocket science. Try to get yourself a decent 1-2 free turn. If you're curving into Sanguine, that's also amazing. Honestly, even if you're not, I think Sanguine is still gonna be a keep. Elise can also be pretty broken as a keep, depending on the matchup. Demolition Renovator can be straight up a hold on to as well. Like, always keep this against Druids and do not tradable it. They do not need to know you have this thing in your hand. And if you're curving into the Yor, that can also be great. Against the Warrior, I would also hold on to the Black Knight. On the coin, again, we have plenty of the same stuff, so be smart about the mulligan. All around the deck is far from cheap, but if you want to be playing Control right now, it is definitely very, very good. You might need a few games to actually get the hang of this one, but it is really strong as long as you know what you're doing with it. Hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. Valdercaf. What? Yeah, but that coin is heavily favored for the Protoss, isn't it? Should I hold on to one of the Yors against the Demon Hunter? I could. We do have the Infestation, though. Okay, that can work. And he's aggressive. Should I coin the suck? I'm gonna coin the suck.
My wool itches for war. My wool itches
Cool.
for war.
Well, one's dead. And we're off to the suck faces. Some kind of starship bullshit. I'm gonna just kill the 1/4 off the top naturally. Now he's building a starship. Pretty nice board to be sucking on. Let's keep him sucking. Sadly, his weapon clears this sucker, but still. Fascinating. I guess his hand is absolute dog water if he decided to do that. Nice taunt you got there, buddy. Would be a damn shame if something were to happen to it. And this is where he fucks off. Surely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Sucking. Mars. Think I can go like that. I'm gonna put down a couple of men on the board. I put my ants on the board face up and end my turn. Rotate my deck clockwise and end my turn, guys. What's that supposed to mean? That's gonna be a long one. That's not what she said. I'd rather kill it so we can suck on him. Okay, next turn we can fucking suck it again. It's not that bad. But I really hope he doesn't have Corpse Explosion. That ain't too bad. I'm also gonna draw a bunch. Oh man. Oh, stupid. He should have done that on a leech. What am I going for a least here? I might.
I remember this place well.
Yeah, that might be alright. I'm gonna be burning a top keg though, but it is what it is. Why the fuck would you do this early? That was silly. Kinda think that was silly now, wasn't it? Well, I mean, right now the location's kinda busted. Should have hero powered first. Doing kill Jaden this early, I don't know, quite the risky business. Guess corpse explosion is in my future. That could have been an Acero or a Ceaseless. Okay. Guess not that sad that it wasn't. Now you come, you piece of piss. If I go with Corpsey Boy into a Sarah, I'd be up at 5 mana, so it's not exactly cash money, is it? Still have a couple of infested butts in there. Couple of leeches ain't the worst still. No, it's not. It's really not that, DJ. It's far from it. The win condition is still leeches and shit. Kill Jaden as a backup plan when all else fails. So it's far from what you're making it out to be. Let's go like this. Like this. Quite the board. Yeah, we have Headless Horseman, which is kind of the same thing, but kind of better, kind of faster. This song is sick. Well, he has both of them, apparently. That's all he does, though. But his men are getting bigger and better. Headless horse ass. It's not too bad. I can just keep on eating his mouth. Let me see what this has actually. Do that. Perfect. Good luck with that. It's one off lethal. Putting a minion there could be counterproductive for me because he could get lucky with a top deck rush lifesteal. A big rush lifesteal, but he doesn't. He could have made the trades first. He decided it's not worth it to risk it, apparently. Okay. Plays around my bullshit. No, he doesn't. No lifesteal. Oh, there is lifesteal. It's no reborn is what there's not. I can freeze the whole board instead of respecting it. That's what I do. Can keep on blasting like this. Could even tempo out the Stegadon, but ain't never got time for that. Let's just chill like that. He's completely board locked out of this. So it kinda sucks to be this guy. Next turn I can Corpsicle. He does it for me. Well, that clears everything. And now Leechy boy can fuck him over. He doesn't have charged lifesteal, he fucked. Cool story, Bob. Could also just hero powered, you know. He knew we had lethal there. He knew we had the Corpsicle location was giving us +2 attack, and the hero power was 8 damage all around. Easy. Yeah, this guy played it weird. This guy played it weird. He had control for days, true, but putting one big man per turn, not exactly winning games in today's day and age of Hearthstone. Okay, that's good. Problem is this guy's spell damage. I'm not sure how I win against those. I guess the location destroyer will help here if I get one. Because he will indeed need to get lucky with at least location here. I'm gonna go push the tempo here. Give him something to think about. We're also kind of curving off as aggro here. Kinda. Aggro nowadays doesn't run Morbid Swarm as much. Oh, there he goes, killing again. It's not that bad though. One less way of him to deal with my leeches. My sons of leeches. What else should we play today after that? This deck definitely is quite strong, but what else should we play for the rest of this day? Wish I had something to do here. Getting an extra corpse is not the worst thing in the world, but it is what it is. Okay, these husky boys are gonna be great. Let's hope he doesn't have spell damage plus swipe real soon in a board near me. He low rolled with the minion there. Suck. Doing this denies him doing something else like a Mista Vista or Yor. We could still be ending up... There he goes, Yorin. Interesting. I really hope he doesn't have the swipe though. Okay, we have this, which is huge. Should I actually go with these two instead of another Mother Sucker? It really shows he's setting up for a good... I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. But this should be fine. This is more resilient to a swipe play, at least. It's gonna leave a lot of extra bullshitters on the boards. It's really awesome we have this guy. It basically guarantees this guy's never gonna have a double Avalonius from a location, at least. There he goes, a Midrasilin. Could also burn that instead. That's also not a bad thing to be burning, I can tell you that much. We're definitely not burning it next turn, though, because we want him to think he has it for a while. What the dog doing? Is that really worth it, bruh? Are you sure, buddy? Are you sure? Well, my son of a leech is about to fuck him over. Son of a leech. I'm not attacking with the other 1-1 because there's not enough room for all of them. But that's a lot of health we're sucking. Good old suck. 20 versus 40. Next turn I might consider using the demolition. Unless I see Elise out of him soon. This could be the Elise, by the way, because he didn't gain the armor. He's trying to get worried.
Slips away.
Sure. He's gonna try his luck, it seems. Not very likely, but didn't get it. I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm gonna break his location and keep on sugging. Let me see what we get first. If I get another infested, that could have been the play. Tech win right there. That's the main reason why we have that thing teched in. That's the main reason right there. Works amazing against a Midrasil, works amazing against the Elise as well, so can't say no to those. We did forfeit the chance to burn an Elise location, but I don't see an Elise, let alone her location. I did see a fat Midrasil he would have been using right now, and this guy's kinda on the ropes. Kinda. Yeah, exactly, Aveli. This guy's not lacking too much damage, but now he is. Now he's basically dead, because if I get plus out of this, he is fucked as fuck. Didn't get the plus damage. Didn't get the plus damage. Well, so be it. See, the spell we discover could be +1 on everything. It's not, but this is also sucky. And next turn he has Pepsi Max. Sucks to be this guy. This guy to be sucks. Okay, that's mildly annoying. Annoying of the mild kind. Not much lifesteal going on for him there. I could actually still attack it, because why wouldn't I? He's full health, believe it or not. There might be some. Poor bastard ditch. Okay, double spell damage locations ready for him. Let's see if he gets the thing. He gets to summon a copy. He's not worried about me having a second demolition,
I remember this place.
apparently. There's no lethal here, right? I'm gonna get Shallow Drasil. He needs one more turn for him to be popping off. He already used Sleep Under the Stars. 2 swipes are out of the equation. He did get copies in hand, though. One of the cards we know what it is, by the way. The other one is still in here, doubled up. So if that's indeed a couple of the free mana spells, that could be a problem, but not really. I think we got this. Wait, he wasted his location? That never gives him lethal. Is that right? Is there ever lethal here? I don't think so. Let me see what's in here. Nothing. That's gonna be quite sticky. That's a proper sticky minion right there. I think he messed up using his location last turn. He drew again a small minion, so maybe Alonius is not even in his hand for all we know.
Slips away.
If one of these minions sticks, Shallow Drasil wrecks him. That's more damage that could have gone face. Okay, he freezes me. Should be able to kill him off with Shallow Drasil as long as I get the 5 damage AoE, right? Ooh, another one. No, with all of that armor, it's never lethal like that. Nice leech. Would have been awesome if I had Bob here, because freezing this guy would have been pretty good. He would have been pretty board locked there. Let's see. He could have an unreasonable amount of damage here if he has double, triple Lunar more like it. With Alonius plus double locations, let's see. Enough Fear Rising, let's see what he possesses. That's 14 on the Lunars. He wasted 2 living roots, free swipes, so... Okay, it's 18. I think he has 3 of those. Okay, if he draws a bunch of these, that's a problem. Both toy chests are out. Does he have Arcanite Revelation and does he get lucky? There's one. He needs a second and we're dead. And he fucking gets it. Well, that was dumb. Pretty sure this game was never a lose for us, but somehow we managed. Wasn't dumb, it was to be expected, given the cards he had at that point, but... I don't know, pretty sure we were never supposed to lose this game. For reasons unknown to me, we still managed, though. We kinda still managed. Maybe saving the location destroyer would have been better, but I don't know. If this guy was smart, he would have saved that 1 mana location for the turn where he actually does the thing, so... Against the Warrior. Station's cool, yours cool, does the rest. Steam Clearer would have done shit there, Whale. What are you gonna steam clean there? The Incendius he instantly played and drew from? How was that gonna work out for you? Dirty Rat could be hit and miss. Push some tempo here. He ain't Quest, he's a dummy. Could also be that new Dragon Warrior I've been hearing about, but it's not that strong. Okay, this probably destroys a Yor. I mean, Elise. What are you trying to steam clean? What is that big of a deal right now that you need to be steam cleaning it? That suck a little. What are we steam cleaning in today's day and age? Warrior quest rewards? Really? Aviana? Really? Both the decks that are sitting at 52% win rate? I don't know, bud. I think I'd rather take my chances there. I'd gladly take my chances there. I'm down to discover. Later, though. I'm down to tradable. Let him know. I don't know, Aveli. Sounds a little bit too much if you ask me. Let me actually get the Yor out.
Planetary decimation.
Let's just go with a couple of those. Yeah, I guess, but I would not really cost myself a card slot for that kind of consideration, I guess. Let's see what do we got there. More swarm. It's alright. Sarah? We could have. Didn't really need to though. Ramp is cool and all, but what are we ramping for? That's quite a lot of corpses we spent there, true, but I don't think it was that worth it, Exarch there. Okay, we can still suck fully against this guy. I'ma still suck fully against this guy. Playing against Protoss Priest with this deck. Try to suck as much health as you can and pretend you're not gonna get 5 carriers or Colossuses against you. I guess. Also, Protoss Priest doesn't handle wide well, so might want to try to be wide. That's disgusting. But we still keep on sugging. Could go with the 5-mana location right now. Let's see what it is.
I remember this place well.
If it's fucked, I can tradable this. Nice. It's kinda insane. Okay, let's go like this then. Keep on sugging. One permanent Yor. What does that mean? Is that a bug? Funny. Hearthstone's a complete game, guys. Trust. Well, armor doesn't matter once you suck him, but he gets the brawl off the top because he's so good at it. Interesting burn. Let's get that Sarah out. What am I using the extra mana for? I guess this thing. Could draw 3 minions out of my deck, and if those are Sons of Leeches, that'd be sick. I'll try that. Marin is also not the worst. Well, this is absolute shit. Nice brawl burn. Does this guy run kill Jaden though? Because this is gonna be a problem really soon if he doesn't. What the fuck is this guy even playing though? He ain't Quest? And there's that kill Jaden we were talking about. Okay. It's not that bad, I think. Also, it draws 2 cards. Okay, that's hilarious, Hearthstone. That is actually kind of hilarious. Right, lad. Right. This is the complete game my mother warned me about. Right, lad. Kind of funny how people are abusing the shit out of this then. Real mature. Can I get some different? There you go. Oh shit, 7-7, funny. Funny. 7-7, didn't pay attention enough. Nice little exploit indeed. Make a deck out of it too.
Never see us coming, never see us coming. I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
I'm actually gonna be pretty wide next turn. Hopefully not Marin. Okay. That wasn't very smart. This is actually kind of cute. Oops. Is it really worth it though? I need tons of damage. Ghouls are dying, but that was the biggest amount of damage. It's actually pretty strong, Rala. It does list as one of the better decks in Top Legend, actually, which is kind of interesting. Not a great burn, but it is what it is. Kinda wish I held on to that shuffle. Oh, now that you said that location did work with full board, fuck. That would have been an extra +2 attack at least. Okay, I can't really go through this crap. Well, I can. Five damage AoE first. Denies me a whole lot of these shits, but not that big a deal. Kinda disgusting though. Permanently gaining like this. Kinda disgusting though. Might as well gain myself a corpse first. People are exploiting a bug apparently with the Replicatinator. What a time to be alive. Still have some of those leeches, but it's not gonna be enough.
They haven't raised the alarm.
Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go, chat. Look at him go. Witness him. Headless Horseass being the last card also doesn't help much. Let's go, Murdoch. Welcome. Yeah, people exploiting this shit is so fucking dumb. I can already see it in the comments how people are gonna tell me how I'm exploiting Leech. Because, you know, this is the only deck I ever play, guys. I never touch everything else, but butthurt people in the comments always love putting things out of proportion just for the sake of them being the edgelords that they love being. Gotta keep those edgelords edging. Okay, we're gonna cycle this until we don't have enough mana for anything else. Yes, this is story as old as time. Harder game, yes, this is statistically possible. This is statistically accurate representation of how the game is supposed to go. Should have played around it. Okay. That was funny. Statistically accurate representation right there. Now we don't have enough mana to pull off Corpse Explosion plus Headless Horseass, so sucks to be us. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. There's nothing the Headless Horseman can give me that's really gonna change the outcome of this game, is there? Don't believe there is. Oh, I know. This game needs more yore. This game needs more yore, guys. Could have pulled the other thing, you know. Could have pulled the other thing, but at this point it's kind of useless now. Oh, I can't even target him now. That's funny. Could have hero powered him twice, actually. Not that it would have changed much, but it's something. Also could have used that. I don't know. At this point, I'm just playing it out, and I'm annoyed as fuck. Annoyed as fuck. Yeah, it's funny exploiting glitches in Hearthstone. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of the game at this point, isn't it? Exploiting this dumpster fire of a game we call Hearthstone nowadays. It is what it is.